Okay, real quick, just gone ahead and measured all my pieces. So my two side rails are going to be 6 foot lengths. All the pre-tagged and pre-measured lumber you get at the hardware store. Like this, for example, this is a 1 inch by 3 inch by 6 foot length. None of them are going to be cut to length or square at the end. So just you have to measure a couple of times, just so you don't make any mistakes. This will give you your 6 foot length for both your rails and then the main table area. I've marked those as well, and then the other lengths, obviously they're 4 feet instead of 6. So just go ahead and do that, and then you can make your cuts. So I've just finished putting all the terrain away from playing this weekend, and I just wanted to show you this modular gaming table that I put together that I keep talking about but haven't really posted any information on. As you can see, it's 3 separate pieces of 1/4 inch MDF. Everything that's table is made out of is available at Home Depot, Lowe's, or whatever hardware lumber store is in your area. I'll just move back to the end section. As you can see, there's basically 2 pieces of strapping that come across the length of the table here. That way you can evenly distribute the playing surface where it isn't going to slip off or slide off. It's a perfect 6 foot length by 4 feet. I put rails on the side. I decided to go with rails, that way when you're rolling dice and things, nothing slides off the side of the table, which I find is kind of nice. Okay, so the legs are they do come off. I will show that, and then I'll show you what it looks like with the entire thing apart. Okay, so the playing surfaces are completely off the top. Like I said, it's just that just 1/4 inch MDF. You could go a little bit thicker, but there's no real point. Even if you lean this against the wall and you have a bit of a bow through the center of it, because it is fairly thin, it'll go away quickly. All you have to do is just put it on the opposite side, and it'll sag down by itself. So this is what the table compromises itself of. There's very few cuts that are going to be required when you build this. So there's 4 pieces of 1 inch by 2 inch by 4 foot lengths. White pine. It's cheap. It's sturdy, and like I said, I put 2 of them through the center, and then 1 on either end, completely flush. So when you put the MDF boards on, it's a complete 6 foot table, and you don't have to worry about the pieces sliding off, because there's nowhere for them to go once if they happen to slide off the edge, which is kind of impossible since you just kind of you're playing with a flush surface. Okay, the legs. These legs I actually got at IKEA. I think they're only like $7 for the 4 of them. They come with the mounting plates, and they simply they screw onto the base here, which I'll show you in a minute how they all come off. So you just fix them to the bottom of the table. That way it allows you to take the legs off, and then once you have them off, this table could be hung up. I happen to hang mine up on the ceiling right over here, just to get it off the floor, and it stays up and out of the way. And then you can pretty much tuck the playing surface away anywhere you want. You can slide it underneath your workbench, or tuck it behind your closet door, or wherever you happen to have some space, if you have some room in the house. This one is usually in the house, but it's been pretty nice out the past couple of weeks. So we've been playing in my shop. So that's it. It's completely taken apart. The legs, as you can see, are completely off. As I was explaining earlier, they have screws in the end of the leg, and they just simply screw into the base right here. Fairly easy and quick to do. The table itself, I don't have to worry about the weight. As you can see, it's fairly light. Probably only weighs I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 pounds. And like I said, you can put it pretty much anywhere you have the space. It tucks in underneath a bed, or hang it up on your wall in your shop, or outside in your garage, or wherever else you happen to game. I hope you enjoy the video. Here's a list of materials you need, and I'll give you just a quick once over again on how it's put together. I went with screws. They tend to split wood a little less likely to split wood than using a nail. Also gives you a little bit better bite and a little bit better strength when you're going into two separate pieces, especially working with thin pine.